geez. Okay, off to a good start. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this should be fine. The angle should be fine. Okay. Should be good. We have 3 people already. What is happening? Hello. What's up? What up? What up? What up? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta fix my... It's been a minute since I've done this. Hold on. Hello. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh. Hi. Thank you so much. Wait, stop. No compliments yet. I gotta fix. Is the lighting weird? Hi, everybody. Oh my god, you guys are so nice. No compliments yet. Jeez. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. Also, I'm yelling into the mic. How are you guys doing? Oh my god, it's been so long. Let me fix this really quick. I'm trying to get some like natural light in here to just be here. All right, can you guys hear me okay and everything? I'm so excited. I can't believe we already have 13 people here. I miss you guys so much. Oh my god, it's been so long. I'm still kind of sick. So if I cough and stuff, it's not COVID. So it's just a cold, I guess, going around. Hi, Heidi. Denise, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yay! Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to be back. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do readings tonight. I'm gonna kind of just play it by ear, see how I'm doing. And yeah, I just kind of want to like give y'all an update. And oh my gosh, happy birthday, Casey! So awesome. Had a sushi feast. Oh my god, so jealous. I freaking love sushi. So I'm opening this bubbly. It's not a pop or anything, or beer or whatever. Last time I saw you was 2017, right before I went to Salem, Massachusetts. The aura drawing you did matched the aura photography I had done. I love that. That's so amazing. I feel like I remember you because you had a really witchy bloodline, didn't you? And I was so excited that you were going because I felt like you were going to like connect to your roots. That's so cool. And did you come see me at the Blue Butterfly? Because it was 2017. Oh my gosh, how times have changed. Times have changed. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty stuff. So Denise is asking how I have been. I have been doing so much better. Obviously, all right, I'm going to rant about this whole, you guys know if you were here last time, went through this massive like breakup, got hella dumped. It happens, you know, life happens. But I just kind of want to really like update you guys, tell you guys everything that's been happening since then. Because I felt like when did I get on here? I got on here like a couple of weeks after everything happened. So I was doing okay, but I was still working through a lot of stuff. And God, the things that I have done for myself and the stuff that I've learned in the last freaking month or two, or however long it's been since I was on here, it's insane. It's insane. And just like things about life that you're like, all right, everything is transforming. Nothing ever stays the same. Like in life, we are in a constant state of flux and we need to be okay with like getting used to the idea that everything is going to start to just shift and change. And like, as soon as we become aware of it, because I hate change. Like, fun fact, I freaking hate change. I will kick and scream and fight change as much as I can. But the reality of the situation and life in general is like things are going to be transforming at all times. Like the weather never stays the same. The seasons change. Like we change as people. You're not the same person that you were yesterday or 2 months ago or 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like we're always changing. So it's really, really important to kind of have that mindset. And I've been doing obviously lots of like inner work because anytime you're kind of thrown into some weird life thing where I don't know, like a breakup or a death or something, I feel like they transform you in different ways, obviously, but I feel like you're really called to like look at yourself in different ways with that stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I really hated change, and being thrust into this new kind of like era of change is really, really, I think it's really good to kind of get that reality set in now, because as soon as you become comfortable with knowing that everything is going to constantly be transforming and changing, you can start to like just go with the flow and be okay with all the changes that are happening, and be aware that transformation and things shifting and changing is just how life is. Nothing is ever permanent in life. It's just not. It's just not. So that's been stuff that I've been kind of trying to, learn about and just kind of reflect on with meditation and all of this stuff that I've been doing, journaling, whatever. But I want to talk about the crazy shit that I've manifested in the last 2 months that I had no idea I think I talked about this on the last video. So I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. Also, I'll catch up on chat in a second. But I might be repeating myself from the last video, but it's not up anymore because I was like being kind of vulnerable in it and didn't want some people to see it. But anyway, so went through the breakup, everything. Immediately I'm turned into this like dark night of the soul bullshit. Like, you know how it is. You get like one of those every couple of years where it's just like, all right, here we go. Like, let's see what you got. Let's see if you can build yourself back up. And the realization that I had after going through all this stuff was like, I manifested myself to make $2,000 in less than 4 weeks after the breakup. And I realized that I had been blocking myself, and I talked about this a little. I'm going to say it again because I think it's really important to understand how other people are impacting your energy and how your own conscious like mind is impacting your energy and your subconscious mind. And something that I noticed was like I wasn't able to be my full self, and I didn't even realize how much I had put like, I don't know, this limit on myself to the point where I stopped manifesting job opportunities, podcast opportunities, anything good. Nothing was coming to me. Like, it was so weird. And I was attracting all this negative shit to my life, like back to back to back. And as soon as I let go of that person, of this group that I was in, all of these things that I felt were, after kind of reflecting and stuff that weren't like really for my highest good at that time, holy crap. I manifested $2,000 in less than 4 weeks. I was on a podcast. I had an app, or not an app. They're not an app technically, but the website Hiiii reached out to me for this like really cool thing where basically I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. But like all of these things start like manifesting again. And I was like, damn, I'm really back on it. Like, I'm really back on my shit again. So, for example, something crazy that I manifested, I'm texting my sister about wanting to get fake like eyelash extensions because I was like, we're gonna be partying this summer. Maybe, probably not as much as I like am acting like I'm going to. I'll probably go out like a couple Fridays. But I was like, I really want these eyelash extensions. They're so expensive. They're like $200, and then you have an upkeep like every couple of weeks that you have to do. And I was like, man, I really want this though. Like, I think it would be really like nice to just kind of like do something for myself, like self-care, blah, blah, blah. I enter this giveaway. Didn't even think about it. Like, I was scrolling through Instagram. I scrolled past it or initially and was like, it's fine, whatever. Like, I don't win stuff usually. And I was like, you know what? Something in me is telling me just to do this. So I go and I just apply. And a couple days later, I won the giveaway and I got a $200 set of lashes for free. And then I manifested $500. Like there were so many things that were happening at just this exponential speed that were not happening while I was in the relationship, and I'm not bad mouthing. I'm just saying it's self-conscious. I mean, yeah, it was like my subconscious being self-conscious about myself all the time and not being able to 100% be myself. And by doing that, you're really dampening your manifestation stuff, and you're really kind of, I don't know, you're really putting a limit on the things that you can attract in your life. So that was really awesome. Some other stuff happened that I don't think I can talk about on here. But my guides really do have my back, and I'm just happy to like be back in this place of like, I don't know, just feeling normal. Like, didn't realize how not normal I was feeling for such a long time. So I'm really excited to like get back into finally doing stuff. Obviously, the sickness was a setback, but I used to get sick like every year around Labor Day weekend. Like in May, it's like I either have the flu, I have a cold, I have something usually. And last year was the first year I didn't because of everything going on with COVID. So this year, I'm like not surprised that I had this cold all week and everything, but I'm feeling like really pumped about, I don't know, everything that's in the future with this, because I feel like I can put my all into it now and I don't have any distractions. Like I'm ready to do the damn thing, you know? So I'm excited. Yeah, go girl. Yes, I know. Thank you, Caroline. It's just like so nice to be back. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. After my little hibernation, my little cocoon era. But yeah, I'm happy to be back and like ready to get rolling. I feel like I just need to figure out how to, I don't know. I feel like I say this every time I end up having a break. I need to figure out how to continuously go and not burn myself out so fast, because I feel like once I'm getting readings so much, I like freak out a little bit and start to get a little bit overwhelmed, and then I shut down. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to just like keep rolling even though I might be a little overwhelmed. So I'm like, do I need to bring in an assistant or somebody to help with scheduling or things like that? And it's just right now I'm not really sure, but I want to give you guys an update on the energy that is about to hit us like next week, I think, and basically the end of May. Whew, stuff is gonna be like kind of crazy. We're heading into eclipse season with a bang. Okay, so eclipse season. Hi, Denise. Melissa, organize your time and even schedule YouTube. Yeah, I seriously need to do that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how not only have I mentally been able to shift, but like I feel like I look different. Like I just look different now. Like I have this, I don't know. I'm like trying to get my spirit guides to be like, how do I get that like inner glow that people have? Like that's what I want to have. I want to walk around and just have that like inner glow going on. So yeah, so anyway. Oh my god. And then I think Patreon people, you will be getting the story that I can't share on here. So that's gonna be great. I cannot wait to film that because it is some tea. It's like some spirit tea. I don't even know. Maybe we could do like a little spirit tea thing on here or something. I've been thinking about like the way that I'm gonna do my YouTube videos, I think, for a while is actually I'm just gonna film them on YouTube like live, but make it private and then just upload the videos. Because right now I just feel like that's easy. I feel like it will be, I don't know, just as good as if I use my camera. I mean, the DSLR is really good quality, but I think that I need to kind of streamline stuff and make it easier for myself. And I feel like it's so easy for me to just like talk and like chill with the webcam and stuff. But I do have a glow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on it. And if I start doing yoga in the next week or so, it's over for you guys. It's over. My aura is going to be on point. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, honestly, as soon as I'm feeling 100%, I don't know if you can tell, like, do I sound phlegmy? I feel like I feel phlegmy still. But yeah, so Patreon will be getting the spirit tea as soon as I'm ready to like film and stuff next week, because I still have readings to finish up. So that is my priority. And then Patreon people, you're going to be getting some videos and stuff. So that's going to be exciting. And I cannot wait to tell you guys what happened. Oh my Lord. It's going to be, it's just too good. Okay. So let's talk about this eclipse season energy that's coming up, because I think you guys need to know about it. Let me take a little bubbly break. Oh my God, you guys are so nice. Yeah, you're like glowing, happy and back in alignment. That's how I feel. But isn't it so crazy that we can be so out of alignment and like not be aware how out of alignment we are? Like, I had the realization, like I talked about when I was on here, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a little bit more than that, like a month ago or whatever. And I was like, bad shit just started like happening back to back. And it's like, I think I was just pulling stuff in because I was feeling so bad. And the second that I could adjust my energy and like breathe again, it was like money, opportunities, new friends, new people. Like, so if you're worried about letting something go, or you're hanging on to something or someone that you might like innately know shouldn't be in your life in the moment, like let them go or let it go, because something better is going to be coming. And it might not be in the form of a person per se, like yet, but it could be opportunities or things that you wouldn't be able to do if you were still with them. So just keep that in mind. Little wisdom tidbit. So let's talk about this eclipse energy. Oh, Tanya, I'm getting attuned to Reiki level 1 tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Reiki is amazing. We should talk about that after I talk about this eclipse energy, because I really want to tell you guys about this, because I think it's important to be... I don't think you should be scared about the energy, okay? I just want to put it out there. A lot of people on TikTok and some people on YouTube might kind of not fearmonger, but like they might be like, holy shit, like buckle in, like this is going to be terrible. Eclipse season is about like abrupt changes, okay? So things may be happening a little bit more quickly. Oh my God, my cat is screaming. I hope you guys can't. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hey, you cannot be doing that. Oh my God. I gotta put this freaking gate up. Okay, I'm back. I'm glad I'm wearing an acceptable outfit, because sometimes I'm like chilling on here with pajama pants on. You guys don't know. But anyway, so eclipse season is going to be kind of like this abrupt energy shift that's going to be happening, which I feel like we just went through that. And we're going to have to kind of roll with the next couple of weeks. I don't want to call them punches. Like, you got to roll with the punches, but there might be some punches. So just like get to a place where you're in such a good, routine, or you're building these really positive habits right now, kind of like what I mentioned in my last video that I did that is no longer up, but get into like a routine that you can fall back on when stuff starts to go crazy, so you are ready and you're prepared for when stuff starts to kind of transform and shift and abruptly change, okay? That can be meditating, that can be journaling, that can be going for walks every night, or doing something to kind of, I don't know, ground you a little bit. I think that it's really important to, it's just important to have something that you can rely on when everything is hitting the fan. Okay, so that's really something to like keep in mind, because the first eclipse, I believe it's May 26th, okay? And then May 29th, Mercury is in retrograde. So we're getting hit with like changes, past people coming back. But Mercury retrograde is even more than just like past people returning. Like, you might see that. You might see these lessons kind of coming back in to be looked at and kind of worked through a little bit. But one really big thing about Mercury retrograde is like, it's a time to kind of go back to things that maybe you haven't finished, like projects or reviewing things, resting, kind of recuperating. Not really, it's not an energy of like moving ahead. So we have this like really weird eclipse transformative energy coming, but then the universe is also like, hey, take a step back, like think about stuff, review what you really want in life, all of these things. And then once Mercury goes direct, I think it's like June 22nd or something like that. It's around June 20th. Then we can start moving forward. But it's really a time of like reflection. And so it might actually be that like this eclipse causes something to happen that we need to then reflect on and kind of like turn inwards about in general. Okay. Let me see. I'm pretty sure my fiance is going to get this audition in June, and I'm going to be moving away from the home for the first time ever. Oh my gosh. That's great. That's a big change. See? Eclipse season. Like things are going to start happening. So again, it's kind of this energy where you like be prepared to like roll with it and just be okay with like the flow of things changing. Like we were talking about earlier, things don't ever stay the same. So you can enjoy it while things are kind of quiet and nice, but like don't expect things to just be the same, especially after the next couple of months. Like it's gonna get a little bit weird. Energy is weird for May. The energy is just weird. And then June and July are gonna be like, I think, two of the most positive months of the year. This is not astrology based at all. This is just how I'm feeling about the energy shifts. And then I feel like June and July are going to be really positive months. People are going to be really happy, feeling normal again. I do feel like something is going to happen in August or September, or both, honestly, that might set us back a bit. And I'm not sure if that's with COVID or the economy. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm feeling like there's this little shift backwards at the end of summer. So enjoy the summer and the transformative energy, and like use it. If you've been waiting for a change, this is it. This is the time. It's really, I don't know anybody really right now that isn't going through some sort of kind of bizarre change or like anything like that right now. Like I feel like everybody's going through some sort of big change and transformative energy. Like I was talking to my one friend and he was like, yeah, I feel like I'm like basically going through this like rebirth process, trying to figure out who I am. And I think part of this energy is being caused by things reopening and us trying, us coming out of this like hermit mode that we've been in with COVID, and kind of coming out of that and being like, okay, who am I after this last, year and a half? What have I learned? What has this kind of experience that we've all gone through kind of pushed me to learn about myself and all of this stuff? So I think part of this weird rebirth energy that's going on with the collective right now is actually partly because of COVID and us realizing that things are going to be kind of back to like semi-normal towards the end of this year into 2022. So I think there's this almost like unconscious thing that we're doing where we're like putting pressure on ourselves to be like, all right, well, now I have to go back into the world. Who am I now? And figuring that out. That's so weird. But there's this weird like Phoenix energy. And I think it is going to be positive, Nicolette. Yes, I hope it's positive for everybody. I think it is. I think it's going to be really positive to see how much we've changed collectively through the last year and a half. And I think that the lockdown really pushed people to be more introspective and like spiritual and all of these things. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how we come out of this as a community, and if there is going to be some sort of like, I don't know, like I almost want, like, are we going to be more community minded now? Like, obviously we went through all this stuff, with Trump and just all this separation and this divide that was happening with the country. But like now that has kind of settled and we're going back into like this normal thing where we've all collectively shared a trauma, are we going to be different? as a society, I guess we're going to find out. But we're going to have a lot of stuff in retrograde. So it's really a time right now and in the next, 4 weeks or so, over that, like 5 weeks, of like really kind of deep diving into our subconscious and in being even more introspective and reflecting and doing the work and, not being scared to confront that shadow side of yourself, because that's part of the thing. Hi, Julie. What's up? Hi, Journey of Love and Light. Okay, so that's my rant for this. Yes, Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. It's crazy. So many things are going to be changing. It's going to be a lot, but we're all going to get through it together. Oh my gosh. All right. So, hi Ivana. Hi Isabel. Oh my gosh. Welcome back. I have missed you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So I'm a little bit sick still, so I'm trying to just kind of chill tonight. Do like a shortish stream, but I will be back to doing normal streams in the next couple of weeks finally, once I'm like ready to go. And I saw something about North Korea today in the news, and all I could think about was your premonition. Please, I'm not ready for that. I'm not. Like, if that's how eclipse season starts off, no. Like, no. Okay, let me just say, I don't think that prediction will be for another, in the prediction, I felt that I was about 30, 31, okay? So that means it would be in 4 years, 3 to 4 years, okay? So just keep that in mind. So don't freak out right now. Freak out in like 4 years from now, and then let me know. Oh, it was good news. Oh, okay, good. All right, good. Yay. Okay, so what do we want to talk about? I kind of want to talk about Reiki a little bit. Has anybody else done any Reiki or anything? Tanya's going to get Reiki level 1 tomorrow, her attunement. So Reiki is this, it's basically this energy healing method where you go to somebody that has been attuned to the energy so the energy can flow through them, and it comes out of your hands. You have palm chakras, actually. And basically what you're doing is you're like channeling this universal healing energy through the palms of your hands. So level 1, you're like learning the basic techniques for, channeling this energy through your hands. And then level 2, I think you're starting to learn about the symbols and things like that. And the symbols have been passed down, like, this is like a lineage thing. So you go to a Reiki master to learn, and they like learn it, and then they can pass it down, and then the lineage just like keeps going and going. Reiki is amazing. Reiki is, so I'm going to acupuncture school, and I basically say that Reiki is like acupuncture without the needles, because you're doing the same thing. You're just moving energy and kind of, I don't know, bringing that like deeper healing to somebody. Do you feel sick or anything after the level 1 attunement? Okay, so I am the worst person to ask about this, because I actually had a, oh man, do I want to talk about that? Yeah, I'll talk about it. I had like a past life reaction to it. So I went and got my Reiki attunement when I first started my spiritual journey. So this was back, oh my God, I don't even know how many years it was. 2013, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2013, because I just moved into my apartment. So yeah, it was 2013. Oh my God. Wow, I was really young. How old was I? 7, how many years ago was that? I can't do math. Was that 7? That was 8 years ago? Oh my God, I was 19 years old. Okay. Yeah, I was like ready to be a healer. Like, I was like, when is it gonna happen? So I went and got my Reiki attunement, but it was a back-to-back thing. So it was Reiki 1 attunement on the first day, and then a Reiki 2 attunement on the second day, which is terrible. Don't do that. I don't think, this might be a little bit controversial, but I don't think it is good for people to have back-to-back attunements like that, because your body is getting infused with this brand new energy and you don't know how you're going to react to it. And some people will have very positive reactions and some people might not if you have back-to-back attunements. If you're just going to get your level 1 attunement, you should be fine. But oh my goodness gracious, it was so great. I drove not a couple hours, like 2 hours to like Illinois, this place in Illinois, and learned a bunch. It was this all day thing where you're just learning about energy, and then at the end you get an attunement. I get the attunement. I'm doing this. I don't know if anybody has ever been in meditation where you like start to kind of like sway a bit. Well, I'm getting my attunement and I'm like swaying like I have never swayed before. And I don't usually sway like that in meditation, but when I'm experiencing a lot of energy, I will sometimes like do that. Like if I'm doing some sort of past life thing or I don't know, just like a really energetic, intensive sort of situation, I will kind of sway. But I get my attunement done. I get into the car. I immediately have like the worst headache of my life, and I have to drive 2 hours home. And my parents were calling like, "Hey, like let us know how the attunement went. We want to know how your Reiki thing went." Like they were so excited for me, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to drive home." Like I was like nauseous. I felt like I got hit by a freaking truck, honestly. And I remember finally getting home and just like collapsing on the couch and being like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" And finally like felt better. I actually think that I wrote this in one of my journals because it was so crazy. I went and I like took a shower to like get the energy like settled. And I just remember my freaking aura seeing was like it had never been before. Like I could see my energy like usually I can see my energy like a couple of inches from my, body or whatever. I can't talk. What's going on? From my body, but I was in the shower and my energy was like out and like beautiful and green. And so I'm wondering if it was maybe just this like infusion of this crazy healing energy that I was like having a little bit of trouble with my physical self or something. And then the next day I woke up and I was feeling better. I had a little bit of a headache, but I went back for the Reiki too. And things were okay. I actually ended up needing to go to this local crystal shop near my hometown to get kind of like not I don't want to say fixed, but I basically got so jacked up by their attunement that I had to go get like stuff put back into place. Like my energy was just I was like angry, sad, like all the things at once and like couldn't get out of it. And after I went and they like helped me out, yeah, it ended up being okay. I don't want to like talk badly about the people that did the Reiki thing, but there was something that was not right with the way that they were I think the way that they attuned. And the one other person in the attunement group like had this like weird reaction to it as well. So it was very interesting. I ended up having this like realization that it was from this past life like persecution thing of like being a healer, which makes total sense. My soul was like, please, I don't want to go through this again and die. But yeah, so I ended up getting a different attunement with a different lineage. It ended up being really great, and my mediumship abilities like blasted open. I remember being in the other attunement for Reiki 1 and being able to feel the parents of I was like, there are 2 people standing in that corner right over there, and I feel like they're somebody's mom and dad. And the Reiki master was like doing something on the table and he like turns around and he was like, "Yeah, they're my mom and dad." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Great." Like, so I'm a medium? What? And like that was one of the first experiences where I was like, I'm like actually feeling this? That's so weird. But I know people who did it, but totally agree. Yeah, I think that it's okay to do it if you feel that you can handle it or you've done your research or whatever. Like I must have I don't even know what was going on with me. But It's so important to research teachers and find one you really resonate with. Yes, and the people that I went to originally, I went to because they were recommended by somebody, and I didn't really do my research. I was just like, yeah, I'll take it at face value. And I ended up being so sick. So I don't think, Tanya, I don't think you'll have to. This is 2 days and it's 7 hours each. Does that seem long for one attunement? No, I feel like that's probably okay. Bring snacks, bring food. I think that's the biggest thing because, yeah, most of it's likely instruction, meditation, the attunements. Yeah, the attunements are really, really short at the end. They're like probably 15 minutes where you're sitting getting attuned. But I think that's pretty standard. Melissa does Reiki locally. So if anybody's in Indiana or in like the surrounding area and wants to come get Reiki from Melissa. So yeah, basically, I feel like that's pretty standard. 2 days for one attunement is better, or like Reiki level 1 class is better than trying to do a Reiki level 1 class in one day and a Reiki level 2 class the next day. Like that's just it's too much. Reiki is a like energetic, like healing technique that we've kind of been talking about. Melissa, if you want to plug your stuff, you totally can. I don't know how much you want to like. You can also probably find Melissa on Facebook somewhere as well. But yeah, I don't think you should be worried at all. I think that my reaction was a little bit weird and not totally standard. And I think that you're going to feel so awesome after. And having Reiki, even if you don't become like a full-time Reiki practitioner, having it be part of your toolbox, your spiritual toolbox, basically, it's so nice. On days when you feel like absolute crap, you can do Reiki on yourself to like get your butt out of bed or like feel better or heal a headache or whatever. Like it's so, or minimize a headache or minimize pain or help your, friend who has back pain. Like there's so many things that you can use it for, even if you don't end up using it like as your main job or whatever. So it's really cool to do that for sure. I got an energy healing from my aunt, and she was so amazing. I was warm and tingly all over. I could feel which chakras she was on with my eyes closed. Oh my gosh. That's one of the best parts about Reiki, in my opinion, is like, I love being able to feel what people's guides working with them, because you might feel like you have an extra set of hands on you. And, or like one thing that had happened to me, like my mom was giving me Reiki years ago, and I was on the massage table and I was like, are your hands like near my knee right now? And she was like, no, they're up near your stomach. And I was like, oh my God, like sometimes you can feel the energy near a place that needs it really bad for like an extended amount of time. Really interesting. What do you think is a fair price for level 1? I don't know. I haven't taken Reiki in, 8 years. So I don't really know what people are charging. I feel like, if it's a 2-day thing and it's 7 hours each, I would probably expect to pay no less than like $200 for sure. But yeah. I got Reiki once, didn't really feel anything though, relaxed, I guess, just got a good night's sleep. Yeah, it's not meant to be like this mind-blowing, like, oh my God, like my life is different. It's just meant to be this, your energy was moved and you're in a better place than you were before you walked in. And everybody's energy too is very different. Like the people that attuned me in Illinois, their energy felt more like water or something, like very fast and rushing. And the people that I go to that were like local to me, their energy and the way that they kind of channeled Reiki felt more like honey, like warm, nice. So it's, people have different like styles of like, I feel like your own essence, even though people don't like, they say that like none of it is you, I do feel like a little bit of it is you and the way that you're able to channel the energy. And I feel like that impacts the way the Reiki like flows a little bit. So I do think that everybody is going to kind of like feel Reiki differently depending on who is giving the Reiki. But yeah, that's how much it is where I'm going. 200. Yeah. See, I feel like that's really fair for a 2-day thing. Like, especially if you're getting yeah, 7 hours. That actually is a really good price for a 2-day thing, I think. So you'll have to let us know. You'll have to send me a message and let me know how things are going. Sorry if this is a silly question, but is that how they cut cords too? Yeah, so a lot of times people will cut cords. There's many different ways to cut cords. You don't have to technically go to a Reiki practitioner, but it will help because a lot of people, when they go through Reiki training, they kind of like learn how to, at least I know a few people that have gotten attuned, have actually learned how to do like I don't know if it's called psychic surgery, but it's basically like you can manipulate your energy to basically be like scissors and just go through and like cut. I use a mixture of like visualization with the client plus crystals, and then I go through and I'm just like, you just have to visualize it. But yeah, a lot of people that do Reiki cut cords energetically, like they can do it with their hands, they can do it, however. Yeah, not silly at all. That's a really good question, actually. But yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I missed you guys so much. I think I'm going to get off because I am getting a little bit of a headache. But I will be back to normally scheduled streams here, and hopefully we'll be able to do some readings once I'm like 100%, which I should be in the next couple of days. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram at EtherealJackYT and on Facebook at EtherealJack. EtherealJack. Gotta do my turkey call, apparently. That's what the fuck. But anyway, yeah. So Ethereal Jack YT on Instagram and Ethereal Jack on Facebook. I'll keep you guys updated on when I'm gonna go live again. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can next week on Friday because I'll be out of town. But I should be able to do kind of like a sneaky live maybe during the week or on that weekend, maybe a Sunday, which is like weird, but I miss you guys. So, all right. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of your freaking compliments, too. You guys light me up. Seriously. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.